Okay, it's gotten really crowded in here. I added another cabinet here for my second set of batteries, which means I had to push this over here. Now it's kind of hard for me to get back into this section. So these guys are working great. In fact, they produce more power than I can store in my batteries. So what I'm going to do is upgrade my batteries. I'm going to get 3 more of the Life Power 4, and I'm going to decommission these, and they're already spoken for. And when I get rid of them, I'm going to install the 18K PV instead. You look around here, this very little room over there to squeeze in behind my batteries. And if I change this, take both of them down and put the 18K over there where this one is, I can slide this battery rack all the way to the wall, which will give me a lot more room in here. And I've got this air conditioner or this heat pump to keep the batteries from freezing. But you know what? When the inverters are working and it gets warm in this room, this is a very well insulated room. I don't think I'm going to have a temperature problem, so I may just take this little air conditioner out of this room. And so that's the plan. Stay tuned. I'm going to start disassembling this pretty soon. Oh, I just got the invoice for my 18K PV. I just paid for it like an hour ago, so it's time to start disassembling this. I think this little rack, this short rack, will fit right there underneath that cable trough, and this one is going to go over in that corner, and the 18K PV is going to go up high on this. And then I think that's got all the breakers and everything built into the 18K, so a lot of this is going to disappear. All of that is going to disappear, and most of all the wiring that goes over there now ends up over here. So yeah, I'm going to have a lot of leftover switches and breakers, and I think the 18K's also got the PV switches in it too. So I'm going to have a lot of leftover stuff. There we go. It is definitely heavy. That'll bust your gut. There we go. Wow. That is big. Like a Cat 5 cable and a manual and another Cat 5 cable. But I'm happy it's here finally. I want to get this up and get it running before Christmas, because at the end of the year I'm filing taxes and I'm taking a big tax. See, I've got probably, I'm going to guess right now, 15,000. It's probably closer to 19,000 when I'm all said and done. But that's a tax credit. So I have measured from the display down to the bottom, and that is, oh, sorry, that is 22 inches. And this is where I want the display. That's eye level for me. And 22 inches is down below here. So this is going to have to come out, and I'll just completely take this out and figure out where to put it once I get the 18K up on this wall. So that was 11 inches from eye level. So that is the first set of screws right there. All right, so now I know how to mount the bracket and where to put it. Okay, so I don't know how to make it any smaller. They say 7.5 inches from the wall and 7.5 inches all the way around. So this is 8 inches right here, and then that bracket fits on to the back 2 inches over from there. So there's my, and this line right here is for the screw holes. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4 screws right here and here. So bracket goes right there. When I hang the thing on the bracket, then that should put the display right there. Keys to this thing that were hiding in that bag with the knockouts, and there's only 2 keys, so I unlocked it and I'm putting the keys back in a safe place. So anyhow, I can open it up and I can get inside. I believe really it's not hanging straight. I can tell it's maybe a 1/2 inch higher on the right hand side than it is on the left. But I'm not going to mess with it because it was a grunt, me and my friend, to get it up there. So I'm just going to leave it that way. It's hanging. I shake it and it acts like it's going to pull the whole wall down. So I think it's up there for good. And let's see. What this is the grid, and it's plenty long enough to reach over here. And but the output going back to the house is I need to lengthen those guys. They don't quite large. I mean, the wire's plenty long enough, but the conduit, I've got to go get new conduit because I used it all up already to get over here and take the AC out to this panel here and go on over to the house. So anyhow, time to get started. Okay, well, it's not very likely. It comes with 2 of these to hold it against the wall in case you lift up on it for some reason and slips off of that bracket that's behind there. So that's a good safety feature, and there's 1 on each side. And my plan was to put this in the corner and see if that little one will fit up under there. Fits very nicely. What do you think? Yeah. And over here, underneath here, I think that other camera will slide right in there. Get it. It's excessive, so. Sweep up all dead spiders. Okay. Now, spin this guy. That looks sweet. Yep. Okay. That will give me, see if you can see all that. That will give me room for 10 batteries. And if I want to go to 16, then I've got plenty of wall space over here to daisy chain them. But that's going to look nice here. Alright, this is my temporary setup. I've got the grid coming in, got the load center over here hooked up. Batteries are hooked up. I've got, this is not the permanent setup. When I get the big wire to run from the meter out to here and the big wire to run back to the house, I'm probably going to put a trough underneath here. I'm not sure yet. Maybe just conduit. But anyhow, it looks kind of hokey right now, but it's functional. And the reason I want to hook it up right now is because I got this new battery that I want to charge it before I add it into the pack. With all of these are at like 98%, except for the very top one here is new. And it looks like it just got topped out. Let's see what wake up. Aha, yeah. So it's still charging, trickle charging a little bit, but it is at 98%, and so are all the others. So I am going to power up all the other batteries and add him to the pack. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everything's in there okay. Okay, it's time. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Sun's up, but it's cloudy and overcast. I hooked these guys up last night. This is I think 12 panels. This is 12 panels and this is 6 panels. So I'm about ready to flip the switch on this and see what happens. And the light still says normal. Wake up. Ooh. There. I'm getting juice from the solar. Haha. Well, it's still eerie that this thing is so quiet. It's I almost think it's not working, but it's working. Okay, just did a firmware update, which is supposed to cure this. Right now, it's the grid is turned off, and this is applying loads from solar panels. And batteries are nearly full, so there's nothing going over there. But if I turn on the grid, I want to see what happens, because before it would switch immediately, supply the loads from the grid. Aha. So I think it's fixed. Yeah, it didn't switch over. I didn't hear that big click. So I'm happy now. Okay, I'm nearly done with my solar project. So I'm gonna summarize what I've done so far. And you know, you're never really done. There's always design creep when you always want to add something. So, but I'm gonna do what I can to summarize what I've done to date. Okay, on top of this shed, I've got two 12 panel arrays. They're 400 watt Canadian solar, and so there's 24 total on this side. On the other side is 6 more of the same panels. I need to add 18 more, so I've got a total of 48 panels up there. But that's a future project. And the way I brought those in is I brought the PV wires over the edge and conduit so that they don't rub and get through the insulation. So they're in conduit, and then they go into that box right there. Okay, and those unused plugs, I've got plugs in them so that there's no water can get in there. There's a gasket on the outside, and that goes through the sidewall, and I'll show you that. Okay, now on the inside, right up there, that box is on the other side. There's conduit going into that box, and those wires come in, go down to the roof of this closet I built, and they go through the ceiling into there, and then under and into here. So that's how it's routed to right there. Okay, this is the load center for this building, and the outputs go out through here into here, and this is where the grid comes into this building. I'm going to rearrange this whole network over here as soon as I get the cable, the very expensive cable that I got to run 325 feet back and forth to the main breaker box at the house, which is quite a ways away. But anyhow, this is all going to get dressed up. I want to clean up that and put in some larger conduit to get the grid over to there and to get the grid into this main box here. But everything, this was a lot easier to install than the 6500 EXs that I had. I had a pair of them up here, and a trough down here. All that disappeared. All the breakers that were here are now inside there, and I've got 8 these Life Power 4 batteries, and I'm going to add 2 more to this cabinet, and then someday when I get rich, I will probably buy another one of these and put it over here, so that I'll have a total of 16 of the Life Power 4s. Anyhow, that is it. I'm really happy with this. This thing is still kind of a mystery to me why it just sits there and makes no noise, but it's right now sun's up bright, and it's charging the batteries, and it's probably in all the power for this building. So I couldn't be more happy with it. Now I'm running Solar Assistant, and I'm also running the EG4 monitor. There's my little Solar Assistant Pi over there. No cable required because it talks directly to that Wi-Fi dongle over there. So I can go over here, and here is the EG4 monitor. It's showing what's going on, and then I can go over to Solar Assistant and get the, I like Solar Assistant because of the graphs that you can get. If you go over here and get the charts, it's just got a much smarter graphing program. But this one, if you go to the home screen, there's a lot more information available on the home screen here. So anyhow, I'm signing off. I'm done with this project, and if I add anything else to it, I'll make more videos later. Okay, it's gotten really crowded in here. I added another cabinet here for my